Throughout my life, I've had periods in which I've struggled mentally, and so have many of the people I love and care for. When I was younger, I had a friend, a lad whose eyes would light up in conversations about dreams and ambitions. I often say, his was a soul that found joy in helping others. Unfortunately, he is no longer with us. This experience is now becoming more relatable than ever. We do seem to be in an epidemic of mental health issues. It's incredibly difficult to see any kind of silver lining. However, I have a theory I wish to discuss that could possibly serve as one. So, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Here we go. The pursuit of a man's purpose is a tale that has been told across many, if not all, cultures for thousands of years. Usually, this is a dedication towards a creative or physical expression. Some dedicate their lives to following or preaching religious texts, and some seek their own truths. And this makes perfect sense. We ventured to the top of the food chain very early on in our existence, and our purpose to simply survive was bound to lose its meaning. Over the past few months, I've been training in MMA, and I've come face to face with fear. I regularly find myself within the fight or flight mode. Upon reflection, I realise that when exposed to this environment, I feel a sense of connection I've never felt before. What's understood is that the nervous system places you in the fight or flight mode when under the perception of threat, and this reminds us of our primal desire to survive. A few years ago, my body would regularly throw itself into this state without reason. This in the medical world is referred to as an anxiety disorder, but I'll make a separate video on that and how I got through it. Anyway, the only difference between then and now is my awareness. The fight or flight response by nature keeps us very much tuned into the physical world and is an obvious necessity for being alert to predators. But I guess you could say that the fruits of our evolutionary success have allowed us to tune out from the physical world and begin our conscious exploration as a species. There's a theory called the attention schema theory, or AST for short, and it implies that our eventual awakening was down to our sophisticated development of mentally processing few select signals at the expense of others. There are some other vertebrate animals who share this development, however not quite like ours. Although, who am I to assume that dolphins don't have philosophical discussions on the meaning of life? Anyway, my point is that without the awakening, we couldn't have been so environmentally dominant, and without that, our conscious exploration could not have begun. The human psyche is incredibly complex. However, the more time goes on, the more we learn about mind, and the more we are able to aid those who struggle with their mental health. This period in our evolution, in which the conscious exploration has taken place, will one day heal the world. However, more likely than not, along the way, each individual will experience some symptoms that will vary on the emotional spectrum. And what's more is that our current environments are filled with the urge to distract ourselves and consume. Every corner seems to have a giant corporation wanting to steal our attention, and every country has political corruption in the heart of their engines. The greed of many souls is proving detrimental to this evolutionary process, and our overfixation on the physical world seems orchestrated by the devil. But it's just a theory. Hello.
How are you?
Hi, Grant. Listen, I I didn't press record.
Oh, Jared.
So I'm sorry. But I tell you what,
I don't remember what I said.
no, they were very. I really enjoyed the answer as well. But I'll just ask, what is your perspective on mental well-being?
Wait a minute. What's the difference between mental well-being and mental health? Is it same?
Pretty much, yeah. Mental well-being and mental health, pretty much the same thing, yeah.
No, I don't. See, again, I don't really know how to answer this, Jared, because, like, when we were young, there was no such thing. Well, there probably was, but nothing like this. We only saw. I can only remember seeing people with deformities and Down syndrome and that were different. Never really dealt or saw anybody with mental health. Although I'm sure it was about. Definitely, because, like I say, nobody's perfect. We all have our faults, don't we? You know what I mean?
Of course, yeah. Okay, perfect. Well, thank you, Grant. Sorry for doing that again. I just...
I hope you pressed record, lad.
I did this time. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
All right, I'll let you go.
Don't come back on this bloody mental health with me, else I'm going to end up with it.
I won't be asking any more questions. Thank you.
Okay, love.
All right, Grant. See you
Take
later.
care, Jared. Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye-bye.